think Becky said would go away if you just did yoga. 1 in 5 adults in America have mental illness, but we're not talking about it. If 1 in 5 adults in America were obsessed with Justin Bieber, we would be talking about it. We'd be like, what's the deal with Justin Bieber? Why does Nana like him so much? Should we be concerned? But instead, when it comes to mental illness, all we hear is sorry. Get it? Because that's the name of the song? People with mental illness don't just deal with symptoms, they also deal with something called stigma, which literally means mark of shame. Stigma means the shame and discrimination associated with mental illness. It's kind of like the ism for mental illness, like racism or sexism. You'd think it'd be mentalism, but right now that term is taken by people who can read minds, and I don't mess with those people. People with mental illness are unfairly judged, criticized, ridiculed, and are victims of discrimination. Many times people have lost their jobs or their housing because their employer or landlord found out about the mental illness. In medieval times, people had to wear stigmas on their head for reasons of humiliation, persecution, and ostracism. And I don't know about you, but I find it terrifying to look like a metal elf. And Alf was already terrifying enough. Now you don't wear a stigma on your head unless you're Macaulay Culkin. Can I make that joke? I don't know if I can. There are a lot of consequences to stigma. People internalize stereotypes, lose confidence, and then have lowered self-esteem. And I'm talking about the level of girls with low self-esteem. Oh, Arrested Development, how I miss you so much. Stigma affects whether people seek treatment or adhere to treatment. The U.S. Surgeon General states that the most prevalent barrier for people to receive adequate mental health services is stigma. And that's wrong. The only adequate barrier for preventing people from getting treatment should be if you ran into a lost, injured kitten on your way to the doctor's appointment and you're like, okay, I must take care of this kitten, in which case I think that's totally acceptable. SAMHSA, the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, found that 43.3% of people with mental illness actually seek out treatment. That means less than half of people are seeking out treatment. Can you imagine if less than half of people with STDs sought treatment? It would be a national emergency, a world emergency. People might actually start wearing condoms. And don't tell me about how sick your pullout game is, Chad. I really don't want to hear it. Stigma also leads to depression, substance abuse, and suicidality. And some say that stigma is not reducing and is actually getting worse. Become a stigma smasher. Basically, this means talking openly about mental illness and educating yourself and other people about mental health and stigma. Overall, people with mental illness are a frequently misunderstood and mistreated population, but that can change, and that starts with you. Hey guys, it's me, Zara Khan. Thank you so much for watching my video. Be sure to like, comment, follow, subscribe, all of those things. You can find me everywhere on social media at Monthly Muslim. And yeah, hit me up. Okay, thanks. Bye.